Well, I just got back from a wonderful trip to Croatia and Italy with some close friends whose names you would know, but I'm not going to mention because they probably wouldn't want anyone to know that they've been hanging out with me. For that matter, they don't want anyone to know they even know me. But I still kept up with the news back home pretty well. But it seems that the big story continues to be the growing number of people in Joe Biden's own party who want him to drop out of the race for president. Yeah. I don't know if you saw his interview with George Step on All of Us. It was supposed to allay fears that he is cognitively impaired and simply not up to the task of running until November, much less serving 4 more years until he's 86 years old. Now, if that interview was supposed to show us that he's full speed, it instead revealed that not even airbags can save him from the head-on collision that his campaign has become. I mean, every day, more people in his own Democrat Party are publicly calling on him to step down, step aside, exit stage left, head to the showers, call it a day, take the next 4 years at the beach, fade into the sunset, do the swan song, announce that he wants to spend more time with his family. I mean, just say anything except that he's staying in the race. Because his 2 most trusted political advisors, Dr. Jill Biden and convicted felon son Hunter Biden, they have urged him to stay. I mean, Jill enjoys the luxury of the White House. And Hunter, folks, he's making serious bank flying around on Air Force One, making deals with foreign governments that help the big guy get his cut and leaves him with the prospect of a pardon, which all would disappear if Joe throws in the towel. I mean, it's so bad. Even actor George Clooney, who just a few weeks ago hosted this big Hollywood fundraiser for Joe Biden and raised $28 million, he has called on Joe to step aside. Hey, with friends like that, who needs enemas, right? What would be a little slow out here, but they figured it out. What would be the drama of the Republican National Convention next week from Milwaukee? Not much, because it's going to be overshadowed by the Democrats melting down faster than a Hershey bar left on the dashboard of a car sitting in a parking lot at 2 p.m. on an August day in Phoenix. The Republicans next week are going to nominate Donald J. Trump as their candidate for the 3rd time. Kind of see where this crowd is. Yep, it's okay, fine with me. They're hoping that his growing lead in the polls will result in a decisive win in November and a return to the America First policies that Donald Trump gave us, which, by the way, did result in low inflation, strong economic growth, increased business activity in the country, secure borders, a solid stand with Israel, and no shooting wars in a world where Putin didn't advance on Ukraine and Iran-backed Hamas didn't proudly massacre and rape Jewish babies and women. Many Americans remember when Trump was in office. Back then, most families could afford groceries and gasoline. And you know what? We were energy independent for the first time in 75 years. Yeah. It was good. There isn't expected to be a lot of conflict and controversy at the Republican convention. And even many previous never-Trumpers have now openly endorsed President Trump, and they've signed on to support the MAGA movement. Only the most petulant of Republicans and those who are nursing their hurt feelings are still pretending that they are the only real Republicans. And the 60 million people who support Trump, somehow they're the outliers. Well, I would say to them, if you really want to help elect Joe Biden, then we're going to know all we need to know about you being a real Republican. Heck, we'll know they're not even fake Republicans at that point. Just political bedwetters, that's it. For the first time since 1992, I'm not going to be attending the convention. I've got this show to deal with and our new daily show here on TBN that airs each weekday, 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central. By the way, I hope you never miss either show. Set your DVR if you can't watch it live. Because like we sometimes say on our feature, in case you missed it, we read the news so you don't have to. I love it. See, you do watch. But in the same way, we follow the news around the world, so you don't have to do that either. And most days, hey, you'll be glad that you didn't have to, and we did.